Good morning, or excuse me, well, it's about morning time. Hello, guys. This is Charles, that's Doctor of Ghetto. Today it'll be something different from MGTOW, of course. Now it's about regards to what is it called? Atheism. Obviously, I follow it, of course, or not follow per se, but practice in some cases, I guess you could say. Also, pertaining to how I came to be this atheist or some sort. One of the major people or influencers that had me convert to atheism, not right at that time, but many years ago, way before 2010, I converted to atheism, was this person on YouTube by the name of TheAmazingAtheist. And if he's watching this pertains to you as well. Now, thank you very much for having me see this atheism of sorts. But before they get into that, heard about certain religions here and there, of course, Confucianism, Buddhism, Taoism, Shintoism, Animism, all well and good. Looked into the atheism the most. Looks like it was just the least bullshit of them all. Least bullshit, right? You don't believe in, well, people say that you don't believe in anything. That's a misinterpretation of the atheist community, right? Not within the atheist community, but the people who see it, us as converted to atheism or born atheists or that, whatever the case may be. Not necessarily. We actually don't believe in God, and we mainly don't really. We really question God or gods or sorts. The forces that be of this God or whatever. And it's all about free will, basically, right? But in this day and age, and how many decades now, for the last 50 years, looks like it's sheer folly, right? Sheer folly acts just from the wicked, right? So, what to do? What to really do? Got this clusterfuck of information. How many subscribers I subscribe to? Literally, how many I subscribe to over the last 10 years. Yes, people, I've been on YouTube for about almost 10 years now. I should say 8 years to be more exact, because well, actually, no, it's 9 years now. Over 9 years. Sorry about that sound. Never heard that before. Been here since August 2006. Now, there's a C on my Doctor of Ghetto 2 channel, but I deleted my old channel because I gave up on somewhat at first. Let's say I fucked up in a sense, whatever. But thanks to the help of Payne's Court, the advocacy group that I'm with. By the way, these opinions that are coming out of my mouth, or supposed opinions, right, more like facts and information, are reflected on me as an individual, not as a group, as the whole of the group, advocacy group of sorts. But continue on. I think what the fuck is really going on, as usual, right? No, I never had the internet in my room, let alone in the house, or let alone in the apartment or house where I was living in Long Island somewhere. Oh, sure, we had the computer, whatever, and my mom didn't let me go on the internet. No, whatever, right? That's good for her. She actually did a good thing right there, because I can see, before, around that time, there was more than I go on Cartoon Network, and the CartoonNetwork.com website to play those games, like Dexter's Laboratory, or, what's it called, the, ABC News, and I think they have their website back then, of course. Something of that regard. I was only 10 years old about. And, by the time of 2004 about, the spring of 2004, I seen a gateway coming up in my life. Not a revelation of sorts, but a gateway. I guess you say a lot of things to see. The wrestling, the politics here and there, the everyday politics. Not that Illuminati politics or Illuminati corruption of Bush and Obama, stuff like that, or whatever you hear back in those days, or whatever, right? Oh, Bush is a war criminal. We must condemn Bush. And then when Obama comes into office with even worse than perhaps when it comes to the fraudulency of the fact that, what's that called? His birth certificate, not real birth certificate, but his records altogether. There's no birth certificate, there's no passport, there's no dual citizenship. There's no this and that and the other thing. I'm a bullseye. All of a sudden, I'm hearing this woman's lady on Facebook, whatever, maybe. She said it indirectly speaking, right? Look, like the fortune cookie says of mine, you don't really follow. You're not following you're not making footsteps in the path. You're following other people's footsteps in their path. Me, like, I had no trace of what I'm doing. I wasn't have a trace really. You know, the government knows where I live. They know where you live. The phone calls, the emails, such and such. Guys, like, they knew about this stuff was going to happen sooner or later. You know, well, because maybe through the news report. But you know that Gawker.com talked about this in 2008? Gawker of all places. Now, I can mention others, but I'll let you do all the searching yourselves, because I gave you little hints and hints, you know, but, you know, I think it's a good thing I went to atheism for quite some time now, and it's a good thing I'll still continue to do so to this day. So I think part of The Amazing Atheist for breaking down the religion part, I say I should blame everything on him. There's nothing against him, what I'm going to do, or in the future, or whatever, but, thank you for that. And you know, there's other major YouTubers as well, other than the atheism part. You know, I wanted to mention all of them. They're nice to mention all of them, but it's like over how many subscribers or how many people I had subscribed to and watched and stuff like that. They knew this was going to happen. The truth is, the page especially. They brandishing their guns. Not the gun dealers, the gunsmiths, or whatever. I'm talking about the truthers. That truth is truth is but more like the patriots of sorts. Brandishing their guns like Lieutenant Fang. I'll mention that one YouTuber, Fang999, whatever his name is. Lieutenant, you know that the government's watching you, right? You know the government is seeing all those guns. They can take it away from you, just like that. You really want to do all that Colt Commando Rambo stuff, which had done that many years ago before the Department of Homeland Security bought 1.6 billion rounds of ammunition. You should have done that before they done that. Oh, sure, they were powerful back then. It's still powerful to this day, but a whole lot more powerful than ever. Nothing personally against you. You blocked me many years ago on my old account because I told the truth about Obama or whatever. I posted that video. Oh, shut your mouth. I'm not shutting my mouth. That's a Phil Valentine's mouth. Yeah, I was mentioning his name now. Sorry. I'm now a target of sorts. It's kind of strange though. Who's rehashing this stuff? Who is patient zero of telling about Obama's records or background or Bush's lineage and stuff like that, to this, that, and the other thing. Oh, I heard about Bush's lineage many years ago before I heard about Obama, but this medieval stuff right there. Who wants to go back 500 years ago to those old libraries in Manhattan, or maybe somewhere in Maryland, or maybe in what's it called, Virginia, of all places, right? What among those areas? No, I think some of them have been doctored, have been censored or omitted, most likely. So who wants to go through that? But easily, these people my situation with, particularly with this eligibility thing, where as you could see, that's in regards to people who are alive to this day after 50 years. They're still alive. They're still walking, talking, and communicating, and living their life, drinking tea or coffee like myself. Who's in charge now, right? And it's all one big family in one area, just doing a little clustering. Oh, should let a white man in the presidency continuously we put white people in there. Do you know why? Because there's a little deception going on. Supposed to be a deception. I understand it was that the escalation thing with the what's it called, with Bush or whatever. I think KRS-One, the rapper, in the documentary, the Obama deception. He said like, when Bush and the rest of the white presidents, with messed up stuff, whatever, people were going outrages like crazy bastards, like us being whatever, and once until we saw Obama, we were like this. Yeah. Me, I was like, what? Sorry about that, guys. That was my relative. she's very well aware of what I've been doing. Very well aware of what I've been doing. Don't make any sense though. You accept people like, what is it, like Kim Kardashian and Kanye West and what's that called? Those entertainers, or Alex Jones? No, not entertainer. He's not an entertainer. He's like a radio show host or whatever. Oh, sure, he has more money than me, more stature than me, whatever. And I'm a low low economic, socioeconomic black person, whatever, living in the ghetto, which just doesn't make any sense. The ghetto's how in regards to the Jews during the Holocaust, people. That's how I named Doctor of Ghetto. As you heard, look at my very first video on YouTube, this YouTube channel, what does Doctor of Ghetto mean? Like ghettos like the Lowell ghetto or the Warsaw ghetto of sorts. Ghettos in Lithuania. Now that's called Lithuania now, or it used to be. And back then it was a different name, a country, or whatever. So I still started rememorizing the ghettos that was taught to me by my English teacher. Now all of a sudden everyone's on Target and stuff like that, and we're gonna die in hell and misery and all this other stuff. Whatever, I really don't care anymore, because if that's the case, what the hell, right? Because if once until the person finds out that he was oppressed, think about this victim mentality. Think about Rush Limbaugh. It's not about victim mentality per se. It's about making sure people don't see about this to begin with and put them on a straight, narrow path of sorts. Because people in my neighborhood around here are so, that's like delusional, but I'm my neighbor, I'm not going to tell her that's her name, but if she's watching this, she might know who I'm talking about. She actually is going traveling in Georgia and stuff like that. I'm like, I've never been outside the United States in years. Not the United States in years, but not the United States, but the New York City, or New York State, really, in many months, if not years now. And what is it called? People, I'm hearing my family travel here, travel to Ghana. My godfather, I haven't heard from for fucking 20 years, barely. That's right, I mentioned your name. Everybody's watching this. He's supposed to be the godfather, not the Salvatore Leone, whatever bullshit. I'm talking about, like, if he's obviously he has a family and stuff like that. But if you knew that my dad died many years ago, when I was 6 years old, you should have actually saved my life, because you know why? I would have gone straight and narrow. I would keep my ass in line. But without the direct male role model, the person, the child, especially the male child like myself, we become outraged. Internally speaking, then it'll flow without once we realize the truth of things, the real truth of things, what's it called? This idea of mine of sorts, or this, what's it called? The Social Security card of sorts. See, so you can see here, that something of that sort. Wait, and then Obama doesn't have nothing of that sort? That's the rumor going on? It's not even a rumor. These are news reports. You can look it up online. Fuck. What does that tell me as a person? Why should I have these things? Sorry about that, guys. Why should I have these identifications and stuff like that? I should just have my name, as Robert Menard, as the Menard person guy said. I should have my name. That I have. My name is. It's a T-shirt I wear, like this T-shirt. It is. It's not. UFC Marine 12. I think his name changed now on Xbox Live. If USMC Marine is still there after many years, you know my gamer tag. It's the same gamer tag as it was 4 years of the last time we talked to each other. After I left the Xbox for a year, you know what I'm talking about, right? About the T-shirt. It ain't conjunction with your name. Basically, that means is that you can not have entitlements to your name, really, because it's non-existent. It's made up in a sense. Your name is, of course, is down passed out from generation to generation, of course, but it's just a name. It's just words, and that's about it. Here's what I realized too, regardless about this information I see on the internet. Backtrack into the libraries, because many years ago, before the 1870s, right around before the Reconstruction, people didn't have IDs per se. I don't recall them having IDs really. If I remember correctly from the research or looking the testimonies here on the internet. and they go on libraries as well. And it's up to you if you want to look into it yourself. If not, let's just consider this stuff in the future. And yeah, so I think that I'm just going to just prosper as much as possible. Take the chance, right? Who cares about this 1.2 quadrillion dollars in the system, whatever? And it's not just built up with earnings or real revenue like gold and silver or other precious metals. It's been fluff, literal fluff. I think that this New World Order guys, or whoever they are in charge, the Blake Fines, the Geithners, Paulsons, Bushes, Clintons, Obama, stuff like that, whoever they are, however they are, they should have known about this going to happen. But who cares, right? We're just moving along day by day. Oh well. Like Salvatore Leone said, I'm gonna fuck you, I'm gonna fuck you, your charity graduate. Should do the same as well. Yeah. That's how pissed off I was in those comments and those previous postings I put on Facebook and on YouTube as well. That's what happens when you can't control the anger sometimes. That's how much crap I have. Now, of course, other people have crap. We all have sin. We all have pain and suffering and stuff like that. And I'm sure they all have sin too. But come on now. You honestly think that if you don't have this ID or identification, and you want me to have identification, and I have to put the chip into my hand, the mark of the beast, as you see my previous postings with the receipt 666 of sorts, you really don't want to accept that? That's the problem with government officials for the last how many years now? Not the last 10 years, maybe like about 8-7 years about. In my perspective, that is. Maybe that's when I started realizing a lot of bullshit. Really a lot of bullshit. You think people on the internet, literally, they should have not put this. They should have what the government should have done is that put us in regional internet connections or something like a mask like they do on YouTube, whatever. I bet dollars to donuts, as what Cooner will say, Mr. Cooner. I would bet dollars to donuts that the government with the YouTube thing and Google, they are masking the counters of sorts. The counters. It's like if you see down here below to the, I believe it was like this side here, I believe. There's the view count. Now the views will say maybe 100 views. But what if I told you that maybe millions of people are watching my videos of that 100 views? Meaning that it says 100, but it's supposed to say a million or a billion, perhaps. If everyone knew about me, like the one woman on not the street, but in the local mall, not the local mall, but like in my it's like one of those shopping areas within not too far from my apartment. So saw me, tell me something like, "Oh hi, the Lord bless you." Tell me I should tell you the Lord Jesus Christ will has something in store for you, or something of praise the Lord, something like that. Pray for your heart or something like that. And I was very upset and mad during that time. I was doing the transaction, holding boxes to fix my Xbox right now. As you hear from my gaming channel, I have to fix my Xbox to Xbox Repair Center. I told her, like, how do you know this stuff? You probably saw me on my YouTube page or something, let alone the internet, especially the internet. But she said, no, I never go on the internet. I never go on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, MySpace, none of that sort. Not even the internet or email. She said it to me, and she's never 48 years old. She told me. I'm 28 right now. So what does that say? Who's watching me? Who's looking at my videos? Who's really talking out there? Who's really listening out there? What does that say about me and my worth right there? I didn't say that this is the internet. Maybe this is entertainment to you, but this is the way I am outside the internet, in person, basically. Some of these videos are entertaining, yes. You can tell in the past, especially the last, not the last, but the first 75 videos just about. But on this YouTube channel, that is. But keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that it all comes down to some form of action, whether you believe it or not, whether you want to see it or not, however you like it, whether it's in your hands or my hands or all of our hands, the common folk hands, I should say. Now, I admit that I'm not the best of shape. I'm poor. Supposedly speaking, I'm poor. I got this welfare money or whatever. Oh, I don't have the money in my. Oh, right here. Okay, we got this welfare money. Yeah, thanks a lot, government. I appreciate it. You know, the moderator is right. It's funded by us people. Yeah, he's right. Perfect. Perfect. Thanks, Amazing Atheist, once again. I should have never told that much about put the atheism with the economics of sort, you know, combine those two videos. But, you know, thank you for watching, guys. Fellow atheists, fellow MGTOWs. Appreciate it. Rate, comment, subscribe, share, thumbs up. It's up to you. Really. It would be nice if you can subscribe. Making money off of this, of course, I admit that. Yeah, I'm a sellout, right? That's what happens. Before YouTube was monetized, completely monetized, or severely monetized, I should say, you know, it was about fun and games with me doing a Payne's Court thing. I was like, don't you give up on it. Go to Payne'sCourt.com. I was like, yeah! This was like in 2008. So to whoever's out there who knew me from 2008 and 2009 and earlier, you saw those experimental videos here on my original YouTube channel. That's what I did. Now, I wasn't well mentioned back then, let alone not now. But at the same time, I am well mentioned, you know, in a sense, because the worst about being talked about is not to be talked about. Mr. Connell or Pat Connell, whatever. Not Pat Connell, not you, Pat Connell. I'm sorry. Who's that guy? Oh, man, that guy I commented on about him saying like, Malcolm is a coon. That video is out maybe about between 5 and 10 videos ago, just about. To that guy, not Pat Connell. I'm sorry, Pat Connell. I have nothing against you. You know, you are pretty much a good, okay person. You know, okay for now, for the time being, of course. And whatever the case will be, whatever in the future, right? But the worst I'll be talked about is not to be talked about, and I can understand that. I really do. Maybe I'm the next Plato or Homer or Hippocrates or something like that. Socrates or something like that, right? That's what you probably think of me. Or maybe some sort of Prophet Muhammad or whatever. It just doesn't make any sense really, because I want to make money off of this thing, in a sense, this YouTube thing, because everyone else is making money off of this YouTube thing. Because it's kind of, you know, trying to race for the top in that sense, right? Which is kind of stupid at the same time, not really stupid, you know. Well, I'll say the business or whatever. It's business, of course. Try to make money off of something, right? We gotta make bread and cheese and butter and all that stuff. But man, it just sucks. Money is everywhere. Money. Get the money. Gotta get the money. Especially what I want to do. Woo! Or something like that. Woo! Especially the money! Have a nice day, guys. See you again.